Hello, everyone. Welcome to OTV Podcast Episode 40. That was right. Right?
Is that the take you want to go with?
Is that what I'm supposed to say?
Guys, we should do one word introduction.
Okay.
No, not.
No. Please.
You're
please,
outvoted here. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, like that, okay?
Okay.
Hello.
Welcome.
To
The
OTV
podcast.
episode
40.
Today,
we
Are
going
to
talk
about
fun
things.
such,
as
Party.
and that's how we're gonna kick things out. Parties.
Party stories.
Party stories. So we just had TwitchCon. We all came back from TwitchCon. We're all very sick. I'm
not
sick.
me.
Oh, I'm super sick.
Whoa! Do you have a mask?
No, if you wear a mask, people can't hear you.
Yes, they can. It's a very thin.
No.
Yes, they can. Do you have a mask?
We do not have a mask, actually. I just checked. Amanda, do we have a
I'm
mask?
past my sickness. If it makes you feel better.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, we're all back from TwitchCon. I'm back from Taiwan, and it's good to be back.
Is it?
It is. I spent a long time away, and I'm very happy to be back in America.
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
I do like you more now.
Me too.
Oh, because I was away for so long.
Yeah.
Okay. Should
Yeah,
I?
before I was like, toast, whatever. Now I'm like, oh, toast.
Maybe I should go away for longer.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Thank you to one of our favorite partners, TokyoTreat and SakuraCo, for sponsoring this podcast episode. TokyoTreat and SakuraCo are both Japanese monthly themed snack boxes where TokyoTreat focus on limited edition and seasonal Japanese snacks, while SakuraCo partners with local Japanese snack makers to provide authentic and traditional Japanese snacks, teas, and one special tableware every month. We're finally in November, meaning that this month's TokyoTreat and SakuraCo box themes are Mount Fuji Snack Venture and Wonders of Saitama, each featuring 20 delicious snacks and an informative booklet telling you about each one. Tokyo Treats box has seasonal flavored Japanese snacks that take you on a trip to Mount Fuji with items like the Mount Fuji green tea cake, the Mount Fuji sandwich cookie, the sweet potato sable cookie, and the wasabi potato chip.
This month's SakuraCo box actually partnered with Saitama City for a specially designed box. It's so pretty. Some of the exclusive items in this one are Saitama pear gummies, milk pastella cakes, Chapon Sayama tea, a beautifully crafted set of Osaka crane chopsticks for longevity and good fortune, and much more. Let's dig in. Wait, it's good.
This is really good.
I like it.
Oh, it's smoky.
I really like this. I'm stuffed. If you haven't tried them yet yourself, what are you waiting for? TokyoTreat and SakuraCo are the best Japanese snack subscription boxes ever, and that's why you should get one for yourself or a loved one today using our link in the description below and code Offlinetv for $5 off your first box.
Yeah, we went to TwitchCon this week, and that was one of my least busiest TwitchCon because I said no to a lot of stuff, but I also drank a lot, so I can't remember much of the week.
You got wasted.
That was the most drunk I've ever seen you.
I was so drunk.
You were also incredibly
I
drunk.
was like,
yeah.
that was like the most drunk I've been in a really long time. Pleasantly so. I got no hangovers. I just talked to a bunch of people. Yeah, it was good. Good vibes.
Yeah, there's usually nothing to do at TwitchCons. I always feel bad for people that show up to TwitchCon expecting TwitchCon itself to be super
Oh, but this
exciting.
time, it was like an actual con. Like, there were booths and stuff, right?
There's always booths.
There's always booths.
Oh, I mean, like, I don't know. YouTube. Ow.
Thank you for all of that. But normally it's just like booths for like peripheral companies and random sponsors, and you check it out. And it's like here's a sticker. So there wasn't too much to do at previous TwitchCons, but this time it was at Vegas. So if you didn't like TwitchCon, you can just go gamble and get drunk.
I don't like gambling.
I did like that. Like you could party. Like there was some good parties.
Yeah.
I also said a lot. Like I said no to a lot of things. So this was my least busy TwitchCon, but I'm like relieved from it. Usually, I come home from TwitchCon and I have to like recover for like a week.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, oh, okay,
It was
chilling.
fun.
Yeah, it was just a
It was
fun
very,
weekend.
like, chill. I liked it too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Met a lot of people you see online. Always nice to see them. We had the OTV party that we did with Dolce and Gabbana.
I knew he was gonna say it with some kind of like tone.
I'm just saying its name.
Yeah, we
Right,
had a party
right.
with Dolce and Gabbana and Offlinetv.
And Razor.
And Dolce and
We
Gabbana.
already established that part.
Dolce, do you guys know what Dolce and Gabbana is? Good.
Okay, yeah.
It's a luxury brand, right?
It is. I think.
They sell like
Oh.
bags.
Wait, I'm concerned that you don't know.
I know it from Dolce and Gabbana.
Was that Fergie?
Yeah.
They got me spent.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Did you know I did a cover of that when I was 20 years old?
Where is
How
it
old
now?
are you now? That's like 10 years ago. No, actually 11.
But I can't wait for this.
You keep talking. Sorry. Just keep talking. I need to look
Lily's
for
about to pull up her. Is this Fergalicious?
it. Fergalicious, right?
Fergalicious cover from 11 years ago. This is when you were first starting out in
Like-
your YouTube career, right?
Yeah, and I did like random covers and stuff. So you guys should keep talking though, because I need to log into my other
Okay.
account.
Oh, is it like hidden somewhere?
Yeah, it's hidden somewhere.
Oh.
Oh, I found it. Oh yeah.
Oh, I actually cannot wait.
Hold it up against the mic.
This is really cringe, guys. It's 10 years ago.
I can't believe.
I can't do this.
No.
Actually.
No. At least one line.
I told you it's cringe.
No, I thoroughly enjoyed that. Can we play that at our Halloween party? Please. Wait, this shit was so popular. Like,
It was such a good song,
yeah, I mean, it is.
so I wanted to cover it.
Yeah.
But that's why I know Dolce and Gabbana, because from 10 years ago.
You covered this
You
song.
covered it.
So now how it all comes together, right?
Yeah, you were singing about it, and now you're working with
So
them.
they're like a luxury brand, right?
Yeah.
I know that much. I know their logo.
Yes. We should have played that at the club.
That
We
would have
should
been
have
so
played that at the
funny,
club.
We really
actually.
Well, I like Jodi's idea. We should play at a Halloween party.
That's so cringe. I like it.
Yeah, like,
Don't tell them it's me.
No, we'll just play
Tell
it
them
randomly.
it's
I'll
like
add it to
some
the playlist.
random VTuber girl.
we should also add Michael's dream song parody that he's made that is not publicly available.
He also has like Minecraft parodies, I think.
Okay, we're gonna. I have control of the playlist. You send those to me. I'll add.
Oh
them
yeah,
in.
we should play like people's songs like that are really
I'm in.
cringe.
Yeah. So we had that party, and it was really stressful because we were responsible for inviting all the attendees. So Dolce & Gabbana and Razor was like, hey, we're going to rent out the club. We're going to have Maddie on. And what you guys need to do is just get all the cool people there. And like we sent out as much invites as we could. And then like 2 days before, we still had 500 spots to fill. And we just sent
Yeah, I thought it was like already filled at that time, but then they're like, oh, we still have more spots. I'm like, oh. I think I went on the Offlinetv Twitter account and someone was like, can I bring 10 friends? And I'm like, yeah. Did you see that? That was me.
That was you?
Because I thought we needed spots to fill. So I was like, oh my God, what if it's like empty and no one comes?
Because we ended up having too many people.
Yeah.
I think
Somehow we ended up with too
I
many
do
people.
think the link was spread around.
Oh, yeah.
The GA link was spread around. And then like people were messaging and I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore. It's like full now. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it was a good party. I got very drunk. I had to throw up.
Oh really?
I went to the bathroom, but I was so like, sometimes when you drink alcohol, you have a lot of courage. But I was so courageous that I felt comfortable throwing up because normally I would try and fight it, and I didn't fight it.
That's such an interesting
Yeah, that
perspective.
is interesting.
I was brave to throw up. Gosh.
Throwing up is very uncomfortable.
Well, yeah, you just do it though, you know?
Yeah.
It's funny. The last time I was on this podcast, we talked about throwing up, talked about partying and throwing up, and how, like, I'm similar to you. I'm like, okay, I gotta puke, I'll puke, whatever.
Yeah, no, it
I'm
feels so
like
much
fine.
better after.
Sydney calls it a pretty puke, but but apparently that's what I do. And Sydney's not. She's like volatile. It comes out her nose and like she like projectile vomits. Are you like that?
I am like
Okay,
that.
cool. That I understand then.
I think I puke like you.
Yeah, we're pretty pukers.
But the last time I did I did that was when I had like I don't know if vodka can go bad. But like Selena and I were like we found vodka in one of fridge some other house party. It was covered with a
I
saran
remember
wrap.
this.
Yes. So I'm like, "Oh, Celine, let's take a shot out of this unnamed vodka bottle." And she's like, "Yeah, let's go." So we took a shot. We were both projectile vomiting. No, I've never felt such violent vomit. I've never had that. Like it was like this force. It was like how do you describe it? Just a really strong force. It was like whew.
Whoa.
If I vomited here, it would have reached that wall. I swear to God, that force was insane. And I'm like, that scared me off of vodka for a while. But yeah, we were both like on the toilet.
I remember you coming home being like, I just like puked in the bathroom or something. And
Yeah.
we had this exact same
It was
conversation.
really bad. So I was like wondering, can vodka go bad? Because it was just us that projectile vomit. Anyway, vomiting. Oof. Vomiting.
Shucks.
Shucks. Beans.
Beans.
I started saying that because Michael said it. Now it's like, instead of saying like, fuck or shit. Beans.
I like that.
It's like PG, you know?
Beans.
Beans.
Does he ever pick up anything from you?
Yeah?
Because you seem to like pick up a lot of things from Michael. Because he's full of bangers.
He is.
Yeah.
He's very funny. I think, but does he? I don't know. Does he? Have you guys noticed anything by any chance? Anything from me? Guys? I have quirks too, guys.
Well,
You do.
I mean, I pick up some things from you.
What do you pick up from me?
But those are just things you picked up from Michael.
Wait a minute. What have you picked up from me?
Beans.
It's okay. It's fine.
My concussion's keeping me from remembering. But
Wow, that's such a good
You
excuse.
can't rely on that excuse for the rest of your life.
No, I would too.
There was one thing, I swear. That
No, it's
Michael
fine.
did
You're
that
making
really
it worse.
Do you guys have catchphrases or like things you say all the time that you know of?
Oh, I do have one when I play VALORANT and I like use all my abilities and try my best. And I say, "Oh, that's all I can do."
He says that a lot.
Wait, you
He
do
says
say that all the time.
But the thing is, he does it like every round. I swear to God. He's like, "Well, that's all I can
just
do."
watched you yesterday.
He did it yesterday.
And you did it.
It's something I have noticed. It's usually when I'm doing 90% of the work.
Oh yeah, right.
And then like we don't win. I just say, "Oh, that's all I can do."
Sometimes it's like I'm like mollied off, smoked off, can't go in. Then I'll hear him yelling, "Lily, what were you doing?"
And then he's like, that's all I can do.
What do you mean?
What about you guys? You guys got
What's your
catchphrases?
catchphrase, Jodi?
One that I know only because of streaming is I often say, you know. I'll be like, something, you know?
Yeah, you do that.
I do that all the time. But I didn't know that until somebody told me on my stream. And then one I am very, very aware of is I say cheers a lot. It's like my way to close out a sentence when I'm done talking to you. Because like it's like, you know, like kind of like we're to see each other in the kitchen and it's like, okay, the conversation's done. I'm like, cheers. And then I'll leave because I don't know what else to say.
Okay.
Or like if I'm talking to people at TwitchCon and I'm like, oh, we're wrapping this up. All right, cheers, bye. But we're not cheersing at all. I don't know. I just say it as a peace.
I think that's a cute catchphrase. Cheers.
What about you?
Cheers. Beans.
She's gonna steal cheers.
Beans. That's my catchphrase lately. I've been saying that a lot. Beans. What is my catchphrase? I forgot. I say that a lot.
That's not really a catch.
Yeah, that's more of like a personality trait.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
That's
also
similar.
along the lines of
Yeah.
the personality trait.
I overslept.
You do say that a lot. But again, not a catchphrase.
Not a catchphrase.
I'm hungry.
Again, it's more of a state you're in and not something that's
I'm
you.
shy. But that's
That?
like a, that's
Yeah,
like
that's
a,
Yeah.
closer. That's
like
closer.
a mocking sort of.
Mhm.
It's not really.
Yeah,
like
but
what I
and
say.
also did Michael come up with that?
Yeah, he did. I got
Oh.
it from him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm sure you have plenty.
I don't know. I don't know. I say that a lot, right?
Oh, I know what I picked up from you, Michael.
Oh, damn.
Me?
Damn, she
And
really.
then Michael.
Actually, I think it just skipped you and went straight to Michael, which is he'll quote wet ass pussy. the song by Cardi B and
Right.
Megan Thee Stallion. He says, "Follow me, swallow me, drip down the
Yes.
side of
Wait,
me."
I don't say that.
I've never heard you say this.
I
In
s-
what situation are you saying
We
that?
are in a Valorant game, and he's gonna go in. He's like, "Wait, say it, please."
Oh, I
I
see.
said, "All right, follow me, swallow me, drip down the side of me."
Follow me. He says it really fast.
Yeah.
Follow me, follow me, drip down the side, and then he goes.
And
I
Michael
like
said,
that.
Yeah.
That would be a banger in solo queue. I think people would be like, okay.
He
Yeah.
does do that.
When-
Michael has a lot of catchphrases.
Yeah. When you say cheers to end the conversation, is that how you normally end a conversation with someone like you don't necessarily want to keep talking to?
No, it's more like, oh, we don't, now there's like this awkward silence. Or like, okay, cheers.
Do you say it before the awkwardness kicks in, or like you say it once the awkwardness?
It's right about when it hits in and it's like, we're done talking now. All right, cheers. Peace.
How do you guys get out of conversations that
Oh,
you don't necessarily want to be in? Because this happens a lot at parties and like mixer events where, or just like any event where someone's like talking to you and don't necessarily, like the conversation's kind of stalled out, but you have to find a way to disengage because this person will keep talking and talking and talking.
I do something similar. Well, it's like we're talking, blah blah blah. Oh, I'm gonna get another drink.
Yep.
Sorry,
That's
Yep.
that's a common one.
that one.
Yeah.
Or like, well, it was really nice talking to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll see you around.
Now, do you just bust that out of nowhere?
I think you'll know when the time comes.
Mhm.
You know.
It's not like they can do anything about it when you say that.
You think you can kind of tell when the conversation is like
it's lulled.
done. You know, it's done. Bye.
I usually say, I'm going to go take a shot. Peace. I'm going
I
to the
do that
bar
too.
or whatever.
Take a shot.
The worst thing is when they say, I'll come. And you be like, okay. But that's why I'm like, I need to come up with a new one, which is why now I just say cheers. I just say, okay, bye. See you around.
Or like, oh, I'm gonna talk to like other
Yeah,
people.
that's a
That
good one. You say, like, I'm going to go mingle with others.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's very honest
Yeah.
and straightforward.
I think
they
that's
can,
the
I think
best
they
one.
relate too. They probably have done it as well, you know.
Yeah, I had to do a couple of those at TwitchCon. My strategy is to just like go straight for their hand and shake it and says, "It was great talking to you," and then I walk away.
It's incredibly formal.
It's
That's
very formal.
I think if you were to do that to me, I would be confused. I'd be like, what? What do you want my hand for? And then once you shake, you'd be like, oh, okay. And you'd be like, it'd be great talking to you. I was like, okay, great talking to you. Bye. I would be left confused.
Yeah. Well, I'm not very good at social situations. For me, it feels like this is the end of a conversation. I enjoyed it.
You should try cheers.
Cheers. All right. Cheers.
Okay, bye.
And then bye.
I think I said,
Ah!
okay,
Sorry.
no, let it out.
Cheers.
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 Great. Next conversation.
Cheers.
Next topic.
That was our TwitchCon. We're gonna party again next week, but this is gonna be a house party,
Yeah.
like the ones they have in college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I went to tons of those when I was in college.
Did you really? We all know the answer. You were very alone, Jeremy.
Did you go to parties?
No.
I know. I was like, what is this?
No.
The playlist I made for the party, I specifically pulled from another playlist called Frat Party. So, maybe we'll make it, the frat party for you guys. You can
Okay.
experience it now.
Oh no, I've it's okay. I've been to many parties already.
House party?
Yeah.
Do you prefer house party to club parties?
When it's in my house, yes, I don't have to leave and I can just go to my room, you know? I like that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
My experience with house parties is like the living room, the kitchen area. It's all gonna be a mess and loud, and then people just go off to like small pods of gatherings in people's rooms. And then, like, for example, I imagine your room's gonna be the girls' room, where girls go in and like kind of like chill and hide and talk about stuff girls talk about. And then the guy will knock on doors like, "Hey, what are you guys doing in there?" And the girl will have to be like, "Oh, sorry, it's just girls right now." And then some guy would be like, "Oh, let me in."
No. Guy's gonna knock. The door's gonna open a smudge and you're just gonna see one girl.
And the girls are going,
What
no!
do you want? The guy's like, I'm sorry. No. Unless sometimes there are guys that girls are okay with though. Like it has to be really, really like
You get the pass. Like,
you
some
like the
people get
pass,
the
I guess,
pass.
you know?
Who gets the pass?
You'll find out.
I
You're gonna
guess-
have to
I guess-
knock- you're gonna have to knock and
You're
find
gonna have
out.
to find out, yeah. You'll know.
I don't think I'm getting. What about Skara? Does Skara get the pass? He's gonna have to find out.
You're gonna have to
Have to
find
find
out.
out?
You're all gonna have to knock one at a time. and
Every
see
guy that night.
Who gets voted?
Next.
Yeah. We haven't had a house party in a while.
Oh yeah, OTV used to hold a house party. Duh. I
Yeah.
remember that.
So
Mm.
that's gonna be fun. What else have we been up to? Suika,
All right,
the
guys.
watermelon game.
Before we get into Suika, everyone tell me your high scores.
Okay, let's explain what Suika is. It's this new Nintendo Switch game where you combine fruits to make a watermelon.
It's like 2048, but with fruit, with cute faces and
Mhm.
physics.
Mm-hmm.
And it's taken over the gaming world. Well, not really, but everyone's playing it.
It's fun.
Have you been playing it, Jodi?
Yes.
Don't
Yes.
answer for her.
I played it when we were like playing it around that era, and I haven't played it since.
She got me into it.
Yeah, I don't know if I created a monster.
She was like, Lily, have you seen this Suika game? I'm like, oh, what's that? Oh, I can play on my phone. And then she's like, okay, but have you seen it on the Switch? And I'm like, oh my God, that's so much cuter. And then I got it.
Addicted.
You have to get a Japanese, like,
Yep,
gift card.
but I think you can buy it now on.
America.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
We went through, like,
All these loops, and then I'm pretty sure like a week and a half later that you can
it
get
is
it
in
with
English now.
Yep. But yeah, I honestly like had to make a decision. I was like, whoa, this I'm becoming too addicted. I need to put this down. It felt like doom scrolling on TikTok, but like Suika.
It's addicting.
Yeah.
Once I played it, and then 8 hours passed.
Yeah, I did that. So I streamed it, and I was like, oh, this is like a 2-hour stream. Cool, whatever. It's like 4 a.m. I was like, where did the time go? This was the fastest stream of my life.
Like, you're trying to get that high score.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys rush through or do you guys try and be very careful?
Both. I think it's better to be careful, but sometimes you're so freaking impatient. You're
Yeah,
just
you're
like,
impatient.
I just
so
press.
impatient, but it's definitely better to be careful.
It's more fun if you're fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you're patient and you're doing good, at some point you screw up and all that time is wasted.
I
Yeah,
know.
that's exactly. I'm like, fuck it, whatever, and then I just
And you
spam.
get 3 cherries in a row. Where do you put those little fuckers? Like, where are you gonna put them? Sometimes they roll off in the middle, right in the middle of like 4 giant fruits, and they prevent it from combining. And I get so angry.
Yeah. Yes. It's really relatable.
God, those cherries. I swear it's RNG sometimes.
Yeah, and I think OTV wants to organize some kind of Suika tournament.
That's kind of cute.
That is really cute.
The first place is the watermelon prize, then the pineapple. You know.
Oh,
get the fruit.
oh, the trophies
And the
are the
shitters
fruit,
get the
cherry.
I want us to do IRL Suika. So like we're all on a board, and then you have to like drop or something and like hit someone, and then you combine, and you have to wear a giant orange, and then you combine again.
The logistics of this is I'm
I
having
know,
a
but I
hard
want
time.
it.
I you're
Want
very
it.
valid for that.
Like I want it. I think it'd be really fun. Maybe we in a trampoline house, in a pool, in a
So we're dressed up as fruits,
yeah.
and if we touch another fruit of the same kind, we combine and wear. Well, that would require a lot of people.
You know, yeah.
Yeah. But I think you're onto something.
I know, right? I'm
Yeah.
like, this sounds so fun.
Yeah.
Lily had a great Suika.
No, don't tell. No, because I'm not gonna finish it. No, someone's gonna take the idea. You can't tell the idea.
Well, when do you want to release this? She has a Suika idea in real life.
Okay, you can't say. You can't talk
Okay, that's
about
all
it.
I'll say. That's all
You
I'll
can't
say.
talk about it because I'm
But-
trying to make a
Well,
TikTok.
no, now is my idea gonna be taken? My idea was really good too, right, guys? Like
We
people
just-
might take that one, right? Like I
Oh.
need that one needs to be
we
protected
we
too.
should censor her idea for sure. There's. Honest, if someone listened to your idea and got together all of it to make it happen, I can't even like fault them. That must mean they must have really wanted to do it, right?
I have this thing where if I want to do something and I'm excited about something, I actually don't tell people
Okay,
about it.
there's a
Psychological.
reasoning for that. I read
Yeah.
it. Like if you have an idea and if you tell someone, part of the joy of telling that takes away from like
Doing it.
want to execute the idea.
Yeah.
So when you
Oh,
have
like
a really
get the
good
reward
idea,
before
Yeah.
you
Yes.
actually.
like
It's
you have that dopamine rush of like,
yeah.
yo, check out my
Interesting.
cool idea. That's why I haven't done that idea I told you yet, because I got the dopamine from telling you. So I'm like,
Okay, well, I didn't force you to tell me.
well, you asked.
It's your fault.
Actually, if you go through our tax, you brought it up yourself.
No, he definitely.
But yeah, I tend not to tell people when I'm doing something that
No.
I care about.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should.
So I should stop telling people.
If you
about
have
the
a
things I
really
care
good
about.
idea you want to do, just do it.
Yeah, like tell the people that is relevant for creating it or like making it happen. But I wouldn't tell my friends if I don't need them for it.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's like a surprise, you know?
Whoa.
Holy crap, poop. I wanted to say shit, crap, poop at the same time.
Beans.
Oh, beans. No. I forgot what I was going to say. Sorry, go on. That's my catchphrase.
Oh, that's your catchphrase.
I forgot what I was going to say. Where's my glasses? Where's my phone?
You're like Daphne.
What's Daphne?
Isn't her name Daphne?
It is.
Huh?
Actually, I think you're
Velma.
referring to- yeah, Velma's the one.
I want to be Velma for Halloween. I'm trying to convince Michael to buy a green shirt so he can be Shaggy.
He's being Sasuke.
But he said he was going to be Halloween couples with me, and now he's Akatsuki? I don't get it. Mixed signals, bro. Is he going to change in the middle of the party?
He's not. He's gonna be Sasuke from the Akatsuki.
Don't speak for him.
But I've heard him say, I'm going to be Sasuke. Halloween with
But
my
then
roommate.
he asked me, like, do you want to be something together for Halloween? So I'm confused, you know?
Mm.
We'll talk about this
Beans, man.
Beans.
later. Beans.
I'm going to cough.
Thank you for warning. I don't usually warn before I cough. I'll
Because
start
on
doing
the
that.
podcast, you know.
Sorry.
Says here Jodi released merch, and she's wearing it right now.
Cool. That's not for
What a
sale anymore.
coincidence.
Wait, it's not for sale? You sold out?
We only sell for 2 weeks.
Okay.
But if
Oh.
it does really well,
It'll
then we'll
back.
come back in December. But I don't know. I haven't found the data yet. But yeah, I released merch.
Who designed that?
Somebody in my community.
Wow.
Yeah, I was really struggling to find somebody who got my vision. And then I remembered this girl who was in my community and sent me fan art, which I loved. And I like printed it out, put it on my shelf. And my manager was like, well, maybe you could, hire someone from your community. I was like, oh my God, I have the perfect person. And I hop on a call with her and like, this was created, boom. And it was like, I was like, this is exactly what I thought. This is exactly what I wanted.
I like how subtle it is.
Yeah, I love it. I love it a lot. It's really comfy. I wear it often. Maybe a little too much, but I really
you
like
could
it.
sell it.
Oh, you know
Like
what?
the
That's
one
an
you wore
idea.
Like, you know? the
Yeah,
one you're
like,
wearing.
wait, did you guys see that Amaranth made a beer or something?
Out
their
of her
vaginal
vaginal
yeast?
yeast.
Yeah. That was a really big jump. I don't know why.
Well, it's like
Okay.
creator products.
Guys, show of hands, who would drink it? 3, 2, 1. I'm so glad we're on the same page.
Wait, okay, I would drink it. Simply out of just like,
Me
because
curiosity.
like I would have to. I don't think it's any like special. Like,
I think it's just gonna be like
It's just
beer.
beer.
Yeah, it's gonna be beer.
do you think it's actually made with her vaginal yeast?
Can you make beer out of anyone's vaginal
I don't know
yeast?
if it's like a marketing thing
think
or
that's
like
just
it's.
marketing.
I feel like I'm leaning towards marketing.
Like if it is vaginal yeast, it's like 1% vaginal yeast and 99% yeast.
It's not even.
You know what I mean?
Normal
Yeah,
yeast.
Like she has a little bit in there, but like probably yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think the audience for that would want 99%
They would indeed.
Amaranth's vaginal yeast.
This is a weird topic.
What is vaginal yeast? I'm a man, so I'm uneducated in the ways of vaginal yeast.
You know, I am also uneducated in vaginal yeast. I wouldn't be able to tell you much about it. But Lily's gonna Google it.
It took me like 23 years to learn that women have 2 holes down there. I thought it all just came out from one. And I always thought it was like, how does that work? Like, you poo and pee from the same one? Because that seems efficient.
So for 23 years, you didn't think women had buttholes?
No, I thought they only had buttholes.
Let's cut that. That should...
Because like,
Don't let anyone know.
it just seems efficient. But then once
How does it seem efficient?
poop and pee from the same hole, it seems efficient. You use the same one. It's like the dirty stuff comes out from that.
The vagina normally contains a healthy balance of bacteria and yeast. The hormone estrogen helps bacteria called lactobacilli to grow. These bacteria kill harmful organisms in the vagina and keep you healthy.
And happy. Can you look up can I make beer from whatever that yeast is?
Can you Can you eat vaginal?
I think
Well, that you can't do. People be doing that.
I think all boys at some point thought babies came out of the butt
That's a bold statement.
before they learn about the extra hole.
Wait, whoa, pause. Okay, so
The gynecologist collects a vaginal smear from the models. These smears are taken to a laboratory where bacteria are isolated, cleaned, and analyzed, multiplied. And at the end of the process, the bacteria are used to produce the pure lactic acid that goes into the beer. And the brewery assures the customers that the beer made using this process is, quote, completely safe and healthy.
the fact that this is an article, like it's already been made,
Yeah.
is what's crazy to me.
Yeah, I looked up, can you make beer out of vaginal yeast? And like Amouranth thing is like the first things that actually pop up.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Back to you. So right. So we're assuming that. So okay, wait. Need some context. So before 23 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
did you understand that the penis went into the vagina?
23 years
Okay,
ago.
well, not okay. Just, I mean, when you started wondering about, why don't girls pee out of their ass?
I had a very confusing sex ed childhood
Okay.
because I grew up in Malaysia, and then they teach you that stuff when you're like 16, 17, which is pretty late. But in Canada, they teach it to you at like 12. And I emigrated to Canada at 13. So I missed the boat on that, like in Canada, and I wasn't taught it in Malaysia. By the time I arrived, everyone was aware of what sex was. And I was very confused, and I had to figure out everything out by myself. I couldn't even comprehend the idea of sex.
Okay.
Yeah. But I didn't know that girls pooped and peed just like guys did. And I know they don't have a penis. So I just thought it came out of the butt.
I'm really baffled by the idea that babies come out of the butt.
I was too. But I've taken really big dumps, and I just thought maybe that's what girls do. You just take a really, really big dump.
So the penis goes into the vagina for sex, but the baby comes out of the butt.
Well, I didn't know about the existence of vaginas, so I thought
We just thought girls had like Barbie doll anatomy and just.
I knew there was some stuff going on there.
I can't even remember like how I learned about sex. Like I don't think I learned about it like from school, and I don't think my parents sat me down. Like I genuinely can't remember unless I blacked out and just I don't know.
When did you see your first penis?
I don't know. I don't remember. Must have been small. I'm just kidding. Actually, I don't remember. Do you remember seeing your first vagina?
It's playing Counter-Strike, and people had those sprays. And back then, you can spray whatever you want.
What
And
the fuck?
a player sprayed a naked woman. And I was really
And
confused.
you, like, zoomed
I just walked up to the wall and sprayed on and just stood there trying to comprehend what was happening. My caveman brain knew I enjoyed.
You're like, hey man, spray that again.
But yeah, that's when I first discovered the naked female form.
I can't remember. It must not have been a big deal when I was younger.
I went down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, what were you doing over there?
Ended up on a blogger site where she used her yeast to make sourdough bread.
Oh.
Oof. That was wild.
When did you see your first penis?
Oh, okay. It was in middle school on Wikipedia.
Why can't I remember this?
Like, did you search up penis?
Yeah, I was curious. I'm like, is it actually on Wikipedia? Boom, penis. I'm like, ah, close. I hope I don't get in trouble.
Wait, I feel like if your penis is the penis on Wikipedia, like that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of cool. Like I'm the penis on Wikipedia.
I thought it looked gross.
Like whose penis is that? Let's find out.
How did you learn about the existence of penises?
I don't remember.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't really remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
The first time I saw a vagina in real life, that shit was confusing. It was nothing like the pictures.
We get it. You've seen a vagina in real life. For those unaware, he has seen one.
They don't quote. They don't
Can I see?
they don't give any.
Yeah, that's a penis.
It is. I'm also he's shaved.
Wait, that's not. I feel like that's not the one I saw. I
Oh,
feel like
can I
that's
see
not the
the
one I
penis?
saw before. It kind of looks like you know, like those
Ooh.
microscopic, like
Those I know exactly what you're fucking
when you're
talking
like
about.
when you're like
Wait,
zooming.
those things that like
the dust mite.
Yes, like they're yeah, I know what you're talking about. And
Wait.
they like can survive.
Right. That
under
that looks like
crazy-
that, right?
No, the tip of the penis's official name is called meatus.
Can I see?
Meatus.
It is called the meatus. It is.
Meatus.
Cool.
Oh, they even a flaccid penis with surrounding pubic hair removed to show anatomical detail. I was gonna say, like, why?
Wait, that's flaccid?
Are you okay? Are you okay?
The meatus.
The meatus.
What do people with micro penis do? I feel
Well,
like
I
I
feel
don't
like
know.
you talk about this.
I feel like such a
projecting?
raw. No. But I feel like
So
it's-
defensive.
Yeah, he said that really fast. There's nothing wrong with it.
I am very satisfied
Cool. Glad we
with my body.
great.
Yeah, for those who don't know, Toast is very happy with how he looks. He has seen a vagina in real life.
I have seen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to make clear to the podcast viewers / listeners?
I don't have a micro penis.
Oh my fucking god.
Cool. Now that we've cleared that
Now that
up.
we've, yeah. Halloween. Happy Halloween, guys.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
When's the last time you guys were trick or treating?
Years.
Do you think we could go trick or treating, or do you think we'll get the stink eye from parents?
I think if we dress up,
Dress as a kid and we'll pretend that you're a child and we're the parents.
no, we can just dress up as like, if we just dress up, I think they would say okay.
We
No,
don't look too
take
old.
Michael.
Someone gave me shit when I was like 13, and he said, "Oh, aren't you a little too old to be trick or
You're
treating?"
13.
Like one of the people answering the door?
Serious? That probably traumatized
That
you.
traumatized me.
Oh,
I didn't
wow.
even know how to speak English, but I understood it.
Fuck that guy.
It was an old woman.
Fuck that old woman.
Yeah.
I used to go trick or treating until I was like 13.
I
Me
can't
too.
believe
13,
people
14.
just gave you candy. I thought it was a prank when I came over, that people were trying to get me to embarrass myself. And the worst part was the first door I knocked on said, "Sorry, we're not doing Halloween." And then when I got rejected, I said, "I knew it. You guys are just playing a joke on me." But luckily, we went to another house and they gave me candy. And then,
Like, oh my god, it's real.
yeah. And then I can't believe like Americans and Canadians just give away free candy every
Yeah.
year. Just
This
like,
time.
just free candy.
It's like a tradition, you know?
Mhm.
I thought of the perfect comeback. Aren't you too old to be trick or treating?
Alive?
Oh, that's a good one too. Wait. Oh no. Oh, that was a good one. I like.
What were you gonna say to old lady?
Aren't you too old to be to? No, I don't want to say anything.
Wait, no,
anymore.
it's
not
okay.
as funny. Can you lead me up to it? All right, I'm toast. Ding dong.
Oh, aren't you too old to be trick or treating?
Aren't you too old to be a bitch?
Wait, that's great. I think that's way better than mine.
Yours is a little.
Mine's a little like, ooh, a little mean. But
Sorry.
yours is like,
I was thinking about that.
Thank you.
Do you
we're
have some-
defending you, I hear.
Thank
do
you
you
very much.
sometimes get do like you know like you think of comebacks like way later?
Not for that particular situation.
But just in
no.
general. Like I should have said that.
I think in
Uh,
high school, yeah, when people were really mean. But I haven't had to like think of a comeback in years.
Mm.
yeah, I don't. Nah, not for a comeback because I don't get into enough like
Conflicts.
conflicts.
Yeah. Not me.
Yeah.
I get into fights like every day.
Oh, so you
Mhm.
think about that a lot.
No, I was just joking.
Okay. Where's the joke?
I hate you.
Tell
Okay.
him he's too old to be a bitch.
You're too old.
What I like to do is I like to imagine a conversation before I have it. Like if
Oh
I-
wow.
Yeah, if I have to talk with someone,
Like an important talk.
like important talk, I think about like I play the conversation out in my head. If it doesn't go the way I want it to, I like restart it and then have another conversation. The awkward thing is sometimes I would do this in front of the person I'm talking to, and I would just be silent
Just
for 2 minutes,
malfunctioning.
and they would say, "Hey, you haven't said anything in a while."
Oh yeah, you're doing the video game quick time
Yeah.
thing, but in like real life.
So if you're ever zoning out, I'm just gonna assume.
yeah, I'm just like trying to navigate the conversation to come to a best outcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So sometimes I did it in I remember doing it in Japan once. We were on the subway and I was trying to have a conversation with you guys. But first I had to have it in my head first to know if it's gonna like be funny. And I couldn't figure out a way to make it funny, so I just never said anything.
That's very honest.
I'm gonna steal that line.
That's very honest.
Very honest. I think a little. I don't know. Do you think that you do that while streaming?
With streaming, if I'm like trying to be funny, I generally prepare it ahead of time, like before the stream starts.
You prepare stuff like a stand-up comedian?
Yeah.
Wow, that's funny.
It's impressive.
That's very honest.
Thank
very
you.
honest.
Yeah. Do you guys both wing it when you stream?
Wing it.
I've never like thought about a conversation before having it.
Really?
Yeah. So to hear that, I was like, oh, that's such a different perspective. Like I kind of.
How do you know if a conversation's gonna go well? How do you prepare?
By having it.
But how do you prepare for like?
What are you afraid of?
Like, let's say they say something that you weren't expecting, and then
you say like, "Oh, I wasn't expecting that response. Could you give me a minute to think about it?"
Yeah. I would say I generally just like react in the moment.
Just be honest about your feelings. I wasn't expecting that. Just need to think about it. Whatever.
I do take moments. I just go, okay, let me process that.
Yeah, I say that. I'm like, oh, give me a second. Let me think about it. Yeah. Oh, I forgot it.
Well, there are just different ways of communicating.
Yeah.
And that just means we're all human. At the end of the day, we're all trying our best. So what are you guys
gonna? He's 80, right? Literally.
So what are you guys dressing up as for Halloween?
I wanted to be Velma and Shaggy. But if he's gonna be Akatsuki, I have a Pikachu onesie.
Why don't you dress up as an Akatsuki to match with him?
I don't want to be Akatsuki.
Akatsuki.
Yeah, Akatsuki.
You guys want to get Katsu later?
Yeah.
I just had wings.
Oh.
I'm kind of full.
I just had a grilled cheese.
You can be Akatsuki. And then you can match with Michael.
I have to buy the outfit.
I have one of the Akatsuki robes in my closet.
Why do you have that? Oh, right. You're the.
I'm the Naruto guy.
Sorry, Naruto
okay?
guy.
I'm the Naruto guy.
Naruto. Whatever.
Oturan.
Yeah. Yes.
That was a crazy time.
Yeah, watching anime on a stream. Do you think you can get Can you get permission to watch another anime on stream?
I never had permission to watch the first one.
Did you have permission for Nagatoro?
For Nagatoro, yes.
Can you do another one with Crunchyroll?
Are you thinking about a specific one?
Mm-hmm.
Jodi doesn't understand because she doesn't watch anime.
What? You don't watch anime?
Whoa, that felt like I was the elderly person you just wiped dribble off of my mouth. Like, well, I understand. I'm hip with it.
What's your favorite anime? What ethnicity?
Akatsuki no Yona.
Huh?
What ethnicity do you think Piccolo is? What is this question?
Wait, shit. What ethnicity is Optimus Prime?
What race or ethnicity are the following characters? Beast Boy, Arthur, Piccolo, SpongeBob, and Optimus Prime.
Okay. With Beast Boy, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole. There's a conversation I've brought up many times before involving shapeshifters who can change into animals.
Okay.
It is
rabbit hole. That's a good one.
Oh.
Is it unethical or ethical or even just the general morality of it for...
Does this have to do with sex?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you about to tell me that, like, is it weird if he fucks a horse kind of thing?
Are you doing another hypothetical sex question?
Yeah.
Fine. Why?
Everyone thinks about it.
No,
I've never thought about it till this moment right now.
Just what was the question?
Wait, this is basically the guy from The Boys. Fishman.
Oh, yeah, he has sex with an octopus.
Yeah.
But he's a human.
Yeah.
But
is.
he also talks to the octopus, and it's like contextually the octopus consents and likes it.
So that's okay.
I'm just saying what happens, you know?
I'd say it's okay.
So if Beast Boy turns into a horse and can communicate with the horse.
And the horse consents?
And the horse consents.
I don't know. I don't.
I'm gonna go with yes.
Okay.
As long as the horse is like, nay. Okay. Like, as long as they know. Then I think it's, then yeah.
Okay, so this question, I don't know who came up with it. What race or ethnicity are the following characters? I feel like this is just a quiz. Because all of these have defined races and ethnicity.
SpongeBob has a defined.
He's a sponge.
Oh, I see what you mean.
I see.
Yeah. Like, SpongeBob is a sponge. Piccolo is a Namakian from the planet Namek.
That was an instrument.
Arthur is a anteater?
No. Wait.
Yes.
Aardvark. Thank you. Mike.
Aardvark.
I don't know about an anteater.
And aardvarks are like...
Every day when I'm walking down the street. Right? That's the song?
Yeah. I've never watched Arthur.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey.
Seen episodes here and there. Optimus Prime is a robot.
Optimus Prime is a robot.
Oh, that's so sleepy. I need coffee. I don't know. I just burst of energy. Now it's just gone. What happened? I'm sleepy.
I think you're just caffeine crashing.
Is drink more caffeine.
This doesn't really have that much caffeine.
Yeah. A lot of caffeine.
All right. Just in case we forget, Jodi doesn't watch anime. So she's not going to get all these Akatsuki reference and Naruto references.
Oh, I won't. But you can always fill me in.
All right. So the Akatsuki...
But we could do that next time.
If you ask the lore of Naruto to Michael, he knows every single detail.
He watches those super long...
He watches One Piece lore videos and Naruto lore videos. It's like, from the way he talks about it, you think he watched every single episode and he's such a super fan. But no, he just watches video essays. He knows all the history behind every single member, everything. It's pretty insane.
Wait, that's what I should do. I just watch the lower video.
Video essays.
I could just explain to you. So there's
okay.
10 members in the Akatsuki. All right. One of the most prominent one is one called Itachi Uchiha,
My Kindle.
who's the older brother of
What are you reading right
Sasuke Uchiha.
A really bad
And
book.
he became infamous because he murdered his entire clan. And Sasuke has been trying to get revenge, but it turns out the reason why Itachi murdered his clan was to protect Sasuke because the Uchihas were planning a coup against the Hokage, the leader of the forest, the hidden leaf village. So that's why he did it. He kind of sacrificed his own morality to protect his little brother. Now that's member number 1. There's also his partner, Kasame. You guys aren't paying attention.
Did you notice that just now?
What are you dressing up as?
Well, we were gonna do goddess and god, whatever, Greek gods and goddesses.
Are you still doing it?
Yeah, it felt like we all confirmed. But it's fine. No, now I will be Greek gods and goddesses with whoever is a Greek god and goddess.
Who is that?
I think it's me,
Sydney?
John, Sydney, Broden. I think maybe Celine. I think Celine.
That's 5 people.
That's 5 people. I'm being Hecate, the goddess of witches.
Is that your favorite god?
No.
Do you have a favorite god?
No.
Cool. Mine's the Christian god.
Jesus?
Jesus Christ. Please don't put that in. I don't think we... No, don't put that in.
Okay, let's take it from the top. Who's
Do you
your
have a favorite god?
Jesus.
Okay, now we can put that all in. Because now it's funny.
I thought in Christianity, Jesus is not God.
Jesus Christ is the Son of God and the Holy
it's like
Spirit.
the whole
the Holy
triangle
Trinity.
something.
Wait.
Jesus
We're the wrong
Christ.
people to ask, man. I don't know.
It's the Holy Trinity.
As
God,
in-
the Son of God, the Holy Spirit.
and they're all separate. Or are they the same thing?
They're like kind of the same. It's like the Triforce. No, it's not. Don't.
Don't say
No,
that.
wait, Loki is, I think. No?
Wait, I believe in God, the God, Father Almighty, maker of heaven and earth.
Who's the Holy Spirit?
Jesus Christ, his only Son, who was conceived by the Holy Spirit, born of the Virgin Mary, suffered under Pontius Pilate, and then was crucified, dead, and buried. And then he ascended into heaven and sits on the right hand of God.
Is
And
the
from
Holy Spirit related to the Christmas spirit?
I was just reciting the Apostles' Creed. I don't know shit.
I don't know shit. I went to Christian school growing up, and I do not know shit.
I went to Bible camp once, and I memorized the entire passage from the book, the Bible. And
From the book, the Bible.
And I had to recite it in front of like 50 Christian kids.
That is my hell on earth.
I didn't know what I was saying, but I did a good job.
Hey,
And they gave me a round of applause.
nice.
I think they thought they converted me. And the whole time,
Those fools.
the whole time I was thinking, how do I get out of here? I cried. The first 4 days I was just crying because it's the first time I had to leave my mom.
Yes, God exists as three persons, but is one being, having a single divine nature. And the members of the Trinity are co-equal and co-eternal, one in essence, nature, power, action, and will.
So they are all the same, basically.
In essence, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's your favorite god.
No. What are we talking
We're
about?
talking
Who's
about. I'm
who's
being
your favorite-
Hecate from. Yeah,
She's
I'm the
that-
goddess of witches. What are you being for Halloween?
I'm trying to get a Poseidon costume.
Oh fuck
Oh,
yeah!
nice.
I'm not sure if it's gonna come in time, but I do have a backup
Cool. Maybe I can get a bunch of flowers.
and be the.
Persephone.
No one's gonna get that. I feel like
I know, but
What?
it's
No one's
it's
gonna
okay.
get Hecate. It doesn't matter.
You just do it for the.
that's true. Most people don't ask what you. Well, do they? Do you
Yeah,
go to?
it's generally like the topic. It's like the. It's the
Icebreaker.
icebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? Oh, what are you?
And I'm gonna say Hecate. And I'm just a witch. I'm gonna like yeah.
You're just gonna say you're a witch.
Yeah. At some point, I'm gonna be like, I'm a witch.
So sleepy.
Lily, you didn't answer the question of who's your favorite god.
My favorite god. Can you get back to me on that? What gods are there? Like the Greek gods.
There's Zeus. There's a lot. There's honestly like there's a lot.
There's a lot of gods.
I know. Kaname Madoka from Puella Magi Madoka Magica, our one eternal goddess. She made a wish that would save all the girls from being swallowed by despair and turned into witches.
That's a great answer.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
She's really pretty. I'll show you a
Do
picture.
you have a favorite god?
Do I have a favorite god? I mean, there's that video game Smite that only features gods from different cultures.
This is her. There's the Church of Madoka if you're interested.
You should put her in Smite.
Oh! I would get the shit out of that. I mean, poop. Why am I?
Beans.
Beans!
Beans.
I would. That's my favorite anime.
I like Odin,
Ooh.
the god of
The-
thunder.
I was thinking of the gun, but yeah. You do like Odin. Oh, yeah. Odin and Ares are named after God. Interesting.
Oh, that is true. Ares is also a god, the god of war. Oh,
Fascinating!
we learned something new today.
I
And
thought you were
That was so
vibing with me.
I
You were looking at me because I made a weird noise. I get that now. Thank you, Jodi. Go on. Go on.
the guns and there's the sheriff and the marshal in VALORANT, and they're both like
The Wild
the
Wild,
Wild
West.
West. It's a whole theme.
Very good. Could you tell us more about the other guns?
What
I don't
about
like
the
it.
judge.
What about the judge and the
Bucky.
Bucky?
Okay, there's no theme on that one.
The frenzy. The classic.
The ghost.
Ghost.
The ghost and the
The
specter.
phantom.
The
And the
operator.
phantom.
Ghost and phantom.
Ghost,
Oh,
phantom,
Ghost, Phantom.
specter. There's a
Spectre.
connection
that's
there.
it. Operator Marshall? Aren't they adding a new gun
Supposedly, I saw that as well.
called?
Oh, I just realized on this topic list there is a section called "What and When Did You Learn About Sex Ed?"
Yeah,
Whoa!
I thought that was what you guys were doing.
No.
Well, this is just something I almost always talk about.
Wait, it's crazy that it's actually on this list and we ended up talking about it, but not like that. What a coincidence.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Huh? Wait, I don't remember when I learned about sex ed.
No, I had to figure out everything myself. I can tell some really like TMI stories about my discovery.
I'm sure you would love to tell everyone about that.
Did you think? Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, everyone always says that the hole is so much lower than they think it is.
Yeah, it's like almost at the bottom.
Got
Yeah.
so animated.
Yeah. Because like when you think about it, it's like I just thought it was gonna be opposite of the butt, because the butt is facing like a little more to the back, so I thought the female hole would be opposite of it. Like,
I thought you were gonna say, yeah, like the penis is pretty high up, so I imagined the hole would be higher. But you went so I don't know where you went.
I just thought it'd be the opposite.
Your logic is all around the asshole, and it's confusing me a little.
You're very occupied with the asshole.
Yeah.
I have noticed. Have I?
Was it hot in here?
There's a lot we can unpack here. I'm obsessed with the idea of having a clean colon, and that's something I want to achieve one day. Because I can't stand the idea of knowing there are foreign objects inside me.
Are they foreign?
Like, I know I make it, but like the fact that we expel it means it doesn't belong there.
Okay.
So I always want to figure out a way to like.
Have you tried an enema?
I have not, because that means having to put something in there. But I know like when you go in for surgery, you drink like this gallon of diuretic. I'm not sure if that's the right word.
Gallon?
Like, they make you drink like a whole gallon of stuff that makes you pass everything, so that when you go in for surgery, like, there's nothing in there. That's what I want to do one day.
That
What's
is
stopping you,
such
man?
an interesting desire. You know, most people have like, I want to buy a house one day. I want to, become an actor. I want a clean colon. I want the cleanest colon in the
I
entire
want a very clean
world.
colon.
Why don't you get your asshole bleached?
Yeah, why don't you could make it happen if you really wanted to.
Yeah, like, but then that's too far. Like, the fact that I thought about it and actually acted upon it, then it gets to a weird
Don't
territory.
let your dreams just be dreams.
It's not weird. You just gotta own up to it.
Yeah, you just
Do
gotta
you
be
guys
honest.
have dreams of your own?
Not having the
I want to buy a house one day.
Where would you like your house?
Probably Washington.
Mm.
I want like an acre, buy an old house, fix it up.
This might sound ignorant, but there's two Washingtons, right?
Washington State. Washington, D.C., maybe? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Which Washington?
Washington State.
State.
Where I'm from.
Where she's from.
I thought you were from Seattle.
It's in Washington.
Sweet summer child.
do you it's okay. He's Canadian.
Right.
So he doesn't know the 50 nifty United States from 13 original colonies. Shout and tell all about them one by one.
Wow.
Till they're given a name.
I suddenly am back in
Every
4th
state
grade.
that's
Holy
in
shit.
the USA. Alabama. Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana. Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Why did we have those? What?
Now we know the 50 nifty United States.
We just went to concerts and sang. Weird. Anyways.
I also learned it in 4th grade. They tested us on it too, so we had to know every single one.
Huh.
So that's
Seattle is a city in Washington.
yes.
And Washington, D.C. is...
The cat.
I actually don't know.
Wait, is it?
I thought it was a capital of a location.
Washington, D.C.'s in Columbia, which
So-
is also a country.
So
It is the capital of the United States. Jesus Christ.
Which state is it in?
Maryland, bordering the states of Maryland and Virginia.
What state is
Oh,
it in?
Bordering the line between Maryland and Virginia.
So which state is it in?
Boarding the line? Maybe it's in both. Geography is my worst thing. I actually remember.
Actually, sorry, go on.
I remember in 4th grade when they were like, "Okay, we're gonna learn the states," and like you'd have to fill out the tests and stuff. I actually would remember thinking, "I don't want to learn this right now. I'll learn it later." Never did we ever go back to it, and that was my one chance to learn it, and I never went back. So now I know nothing.
About geography.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Can't point
It's
out shit on a map.
a territory and not a state, nor is it part of any U.S. state. It's surrounded by the state of Maryland and on the northwest, northeast, and southeast, and bordered by the state of Virginia. Blah, 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 blah.
Why do they name different things the same thing? Why couldn't
Washington and Washington, D.C. are very...
they're different things, but they could have called it like something very different.
I don't have any trouble distinguishing Washington, the state, which is in the northern...
But if someone says, I'm going to Washington, what are you going to think?
Well,
I'm going to think the state.
yeah.
But what if they meant...
Washington, D.C. is like a specific
Yeah, people
place.
usually say Washington, D.C. But I will say that ever since I started streaming, people are like, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from Washington. They're like, Washington, D.C. I'm like, no, I'm from Washington State.
It's like when I enter Uber and I say I'm from Korea, and they're like, which Korea are you from? And I have to say I'm from South Korea.
Is that the same thing?
I don't know if that is the same thing.
I was just trying to make a connection. You see, though?
I mean,
We've connected.
your thing seems like a little racially
no,
like...
no. I think it's not racial. I feel like it's just ignorant.
Ignorance.
Yeah,
would be
I
a
think
good
they're
word for that.
genuinely curious.
My favorite thing is when they start speaking Korean to me. It's like, oh, annyeong. Once again, the car was zero. Like, that doesn't even... Oh, when COVID was happening, a lot of people asked where I was from, I noticed.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Because my Uber is like, it's a super Chinese name, like my legal name on there. So every time I get into an Uber, they're like, oh, are you from China?
No! That's so sad. Wow.
I thought initially they were just interested in where I was from.
No.
Yeah, and then they asked, oh, when was the last time you were in China?
Oh my god.
I remember.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my god.
This was, I remember. It was from downtown.
That is crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, the 50 states.
Do
Wow.
you have any dreams?
Oh yeah, last night I had a dream where...
No.
Aside from him having a
Okay,
clean
but-
asshole and me buying a house.
Okay, but last night I had a dream where we were all in Japan, and then you guys saw me yelling at someone for some reason. I was really angry, and then you were recording it, or someone was recording it. And they're like, look what a bitch Lily is. And then you put it online, and then everyone just started ostracizing me and cut me off. And I was like really sad. That was my dream.
No.
And I woke up
That's
and I
so
was really sad.
stressful.
It was such a bad dream.
Were you being a bitch in your dream, though?
I hate him. I don't know. I was just yelling at someone. I was in an argument with someone.
Okay.
And then that got like, or something. And then I was like, oh my god,
Whoa.
Lily's such a bitch.
That's a
It's like
terrible
one of those
dream.
like two real dreams, I guess,
Yeah.
where it's
Because
like,
that
oh,
could happen, you know.
You're
But it would never, because we would never record you
Being a bitch.
being a bitch.
not. You would never do that. We would never record you.
And because you're never a bitch.
I just move on from. My dream is to I'll think about it.
Wait, how did that dream
What's
resolve?
your favorite god then?
My favorite god. These are really hard questions.
Let's see. What else do we have? People think you signed a deal with the devil? Who?
What?
Who's
who
people
signed
and
it?
what?
Who are these people? Oh, people you think signed a deal with
Oh,
the
people
devil.
you think signed with the devil.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad, guys. That's my bad.
People you think signed a deal with the devil? I don't know.
Who came up with these? Is it Sean? You can tell when it's
Sean,
Sean.
you did a good job. Don't worry about it.
Let's go to the Would You Rathers.
Okay.
Sean gave us some topic starters. Eat anything you want, and it's a mega superfood with all nutrition. Or sleep 1 hour a day, and your body treats it like it was a full 8 hours.
Mega food.
Mega food.
What?
I like sleeping.
I like sleeping. I like dreaming.
Me too. I
But
like
you have so much
sleeping.
more time.
Yeah, but I like sleeping.
But the
I
rest
would
of the world is also sleeping.
I would use that time to sleep.
But you can just eat good things. You don't need a superpower to eat good things. Just eat good things.
I can eat
Mega superfood? What am I going to eat 80 beets in one sitting?
beans.
I'm not going to do that.
Like, what would you use with this ability to eat anything you want and it's a mega superfood?
It's more like I really value my body and my health, but I don't want to like have to eat 80 beets. So I just get to eat one string cheese and it values 80 beets.
I'll eat a cupcake and it's like eating a giant broccoli.
Yeah.
How? Okay, we need to back up here. How different do you think your body and your health would be if you were eating 80 beets and broccoli?
Wait, I actually think a lot different.
Really?
Yeah, it's like the equivalent of never eating junk food ever again, right? No sugar, nothing. Like
Your body would be really different.
You would be so healthy.
Like you would be thinner. You would
Just
be able
Your
to
body would just operate more efficiently, healthier. You would be thinner, probably.
You would definitely
Your skin
lose
would be
weight,
great. Your eyesight is gonna be the same, but more like your health. You know.
I like sleeping. I like dreaming.
Don't like.
I guess I'm not doing it for like more time. I'm just doing it to like better healthy myself.
And yeah, you
Yeah.
could eat that.
Yeah, you could
but
just
we
eat
have-
healthier.
Let's be real. Let's be honest with ourselves, okay? None of us have lasted in that health.
Like with these two options, one is like an actual superpower.
Yeah,
And the other is
You
just
could drink alcohol and it would just be like water.
You could. I think that my superpower is better than your superpower.
well, yours isn't really
I
a
could
superpower. Yours is
ingest so much like drugs or whatever the heck I want, and it'd be a superfood. But would I still get the high?
Really good question,
Right?
Lily. I think I would rather like. Okay, I could sleep.
Sorry, I just got another one. You could never be poisoned. You could ingest anything and it would.
When's
turn
the
into
last
food.
time you ate poison?
Like that's the thing. You could eat rotten. Like you could theoretically eat anything. Like you could make so much money off of that. Hey guys, today I'm gonna eat 3 pounds of chalk. You know, like you could.
Okay, really, the content brain is
You
on
could
fire.
do anything. Hey guys, I'm gonna eat this pound of tungsten cube. Like you know.
Wait, okay. Her superpower, technically, like if you're choosing sleep 1 hour a day and it's a 7 to 9, and like that's more efficient for work and stuff.
Yeah.
She's actually just created work for herself, but that's like
The YouTube
Speed
channel,
running it.
Lily Eat You or something. I am like, I'm actually sad this isn't. I'm gonna eat 50 pages of computer paper, like mukbang.
yes.
Oh my god! And then it would go down your stomach as like broccoli.
Yes. Eating a tungsten cube would go hard. That 10
Dude,
billion views.
imagine.
Yeah.
I'm eating a tungsten cube. Like you would create a whole section of like new mukbang where you eat weird shit, but only you can get away
Yeah,
with
with
it.
a giant disclaimer saying
You
do not
could
try
eat
this at home.
shit.
Yeah, you could.
Technically,
You really could.
if you
And you
really
would be
wanted to.
healthy.
And the shit would turn into broccoli.
Keep saying broccoli. What's your understanding of broccoli's nutrition?
I'm just trying to like think of like any like any healthy food. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be broccoli. It would probably just be like an unnamed form of nutrition that has every vitamin and things that are good for you, no sugar.
What's good for you?
Superfoods.
Like
Let's see.
eggs,
I don't.
broccoli,
Oh yeah, there's a chart. Okay.
sweet potato.
Eggs, butter, papaya, carrot, milk, liver, cabbage for vitamin A.
Okay,
I want like a rating, like a tier system, you know?
the YouTube content makes sense. That
Right?
makes the most
You
sense.
don't. Wait, whoa. Nutrition though is like paramount, and then it's like, oh, YouTube content.
You could drink.
Like the way I see it, the nutrition is already achievable.
But we're not doing that.
Yeah, but that's by choice.
But it's by choice / like convenience / the. There's a whole thing about how our soil doesn't have any nutrition. It's really hard for us to get all of our nutrition because America's fucked and we don't have any walkable cities and it's all capitalism based and whatever. So like technically I could do this, but with the ease of just eating one almond.
To me, one choice is impossible to attain normally, and the other one is. But I understand the convenience of being able to eat anything you want and then achieving.
It's 3 p.m. You're sitting down. The camera's on you. It's time for your scheduled YouTube video. You have a tub of acid next to you. I'm going to be drinking this entire tub of acid while answering your questions. 5 million views. With little tungsten cubes in it.
It's good soup.
All right, the second would you rather not be able to tell age at all, or you have to cook every meal for the rest of your life with your own
Just
hands?
give me your ID.
Wait, what? What does that mean? Like, would you
What
rather
does that mean?
not be able to tell age at all? Like I
Like
just don't see age.
But then that's like easily remedied. Just give me you just have an ID, right?
Okay.
I'm trying to understand. Like, I guess that could be problematic if I'm trying to date. Just saying. But
Do you have a max or minimum age range for dating?
Yeah,
we've talked about this
I do
on
remember.
the podcast.
25 plus. That's just how old Michael is.
What a coincidence. That worked out really well that he's 25 plus.
Yeah, he really did.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I do. I can't remember what I answered. I think it was like 2 years younger than me, max. But now that I'm thinking about it, I don't really want to date anyone younger than me at this current time, because then they would be like, what? 22? No, thank you.
How old is John? Same age?
Same age.
What about you? What's the youngest?
Like I mean, I think it's more of a mental thing.
Okay. So what's the youngest?
25.
I don't think that was your answer.
I don't know why you
You're
hesitated.
lying.
Tell us the...
Okay, what? Okay, look. I'm going to keep it at 100.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Like,
He's pathing out how the conversation's gonna go. He's pathing it out. If I go this way, they're gonna call me a misogynist. If I go this way, they're gonna think I'm like...
it's whether or not, it's not about the age. Like, if I get along with the person and we have all the same interests and they're like compatible and we have great conversation, does it really matter how old they are? Right? Like, I feel like it would be ageist of me to not give everyone a chance.
So if you were 31 years old...
I am 31.
No, it's a hypothetical.
Okay.
You were 31 years old. You found a girl that you really got along with. Everything's good. But she's 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You're more than a decade older than her. Would
Yeah.
you still be okay if she were that young? But you got along with her, right?
If I got along with her, are you saying like on the relationship, like meters and scales and like whatever statistic, everything's like really high, and then she's 18?
She's 18.
Would I date her?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I would, because life is too short to let something like age get in the way.
Please don't quote that out of context.
I understand at 18 years old.
You're usually not
Yes.
compatible with where you are in life.
Yes, this is under the assumption that we are compatible.
It is supremely rare, I think.
I think if she's 18 and you like her and you guys get along,
Thank you for your support.
no. I'm about to. I'm not. Why can't you just find someone your own age?
I mean, I could, but I
Leave the
have.
18-year-olds alone.
I have. I'm not going to high schools to prowl for 18-year-olds.
You know how young 18 is?
In this hypothetical scenario, like, I didn't meet her because I'm out prowling. It's just like...
No, I know.
I feel like it's a hypothetical, but if you were to actually sit down with an 18-year-old, you wouldn't actually.
I think the problem is it's going to be so almost impossible to find an 18-year-old. where
If
you're like,
Leonardo DiCaprio can do
Bro.
it...
Bro,
He shouldn't.
did you see that
He really
graph
just
of
shouldn't.
his... I thought that was so funny.
But I feel like he only dates women because they're young. And
Yeah.
once they hit 20... I'm not doing that.
No, I'm sure he
I'm
has a lot in
dating
common
her-
with them.
In spite of her being young.
You're so brave.
Because love conquers
Oh
all.
my god.
I'll put it like this. If I met a 40-year-old and I felt the same way about her, I would date her as well.
I mean,
But
that's so
Okay,
different.
so because at 30, you are more developed, right? You like understand who you are as an individual. You've gone through life. You have a lot of experience. Same with 40-year-olds. So 40 to 30, that's fine. 30 to 18, the 18-year-old doesn't have a lot of life experience. So you're basically grooming her because they don't understand. And you're like this kind of more, it's like not parental, but it is like you have a lot more power. The power dynamic has shifted. It's different.
Okay, then how do I go about dating her in the...
This is all
Like, what's the right way to do it then?
Not.
I don't think there is. I like genuine. I just as I'm saying, like, I think it's a hypothetical where, like, if you actually sat down with an 18-year-old, you would understand you have nothing in common with them. You would probably not like them.
Okay.
Like,
yeah.
like I think maybe in this magical world
You'll find like
you
an
find
18-year-old
this-
with the maturity of a 25 plus years old, I guess. But
you're probably not, and you guys are just in such different just stages of life that, like, if you were to actually sit down with an 18-year-old, you'd be like, oh, I'm not interested.
I agree.
So something's wrong with Leonardo DiCaprio.
What?
oh no, I'm sure Leonardo DiCaprio, has a lot in common with his girlfriends.
What are you trying to imply? Just say it.
Just trying to give benefit of the doubt.
Just say what you're thinking.
I have no idea.
He's not watching this podcast. Okay, so I'm not looking to date 18-year-olds. I want to make that very clear. In this hypothetical scenario, she's like,
I understand.
she like has the maturity and
Yes, of a 25-year-old.
yeah,
That you can relate to. In this hypothetical round, I am ascendant in Valorant.
Shit, I'm radiant then. Let's just go for the peak.
Yeah.
yeah. So, I just don't put too much on.
And you're
like,
so brave for not being ageist.
thank you.
Mm.
Like, what's the difference between, for example, a 26-year-old and a 25-year-old? Minimal, right? And then a 25-year-old.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh, we're just going
We
down.
are not doing
Okay.
that. I do think, okay, hot take. I think it's different if I'm gonna have sex with someone, but like being in a full blown relationship with someone, I view to be different. Like
That
I'm
is a hot take. Cause
yeah.
would you say it's more okay to have sex with an 18-year-old than to date them?
Well, no, I don't want to have sex with an 18-year-old, but like my age changes when we were talking about my age range of like who would I date, who would I like. Okay, you're like, oh, what's my range for dating? I'm like, oh, I don't really want to date anyone younger than me, but I would have sex with someone who's like 23, but I'm not going to date someone who's 23, probably.
Would you have sex with an 18-year-old?
No, I'm not attracted to that.
What about you, Lily?
Hmm?
What about you?
25 plus.
Alright. I would probably.
And they're 5'3".
You would probably have sex with an 18.
I probably would not.
Five
No, well, I
and a
mean,
half?
look.
Yeah, 5'3.5". Brown hair.
I would avoid talking to anyone
Glasses.
under the age of 25, just generally. Because it's weird. And there's like power dynamic and like different stages of life.
I agree with the half your age. What was it?
I don't know.
What's
I've
that
heard about
formula
this
people
rule,
do?
though.
Half your age plus 7 is like
I
the
feel like
bare,
half
the
plus
minimum or
Half
something.
my age plus 7. Why is that the thing?
It's just like a general rule thingy people always say.
Couldn't you just say your age minus whatever? Oh,
Because
I
it's
see.
like X.
Yeah. Apparently mine is 20.
Okay.
Mhm.
That
makes sense. I mean, like for you, no, but like
Yeah.
no one would really like
Question.
25
Yeah,
and 20
yeah.
is like yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Wow, good talk, guys. I
good
So
like
then you're what? How old are you? 31?
31, it would be 23.
Well, there's your answer, buddy.
23. 23 and up.
23.
20, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't like if you would start dating a 23, 24-year-old, I wouldn't be like,
Yeah.
I feel like that's fine.
Really? If I
Yeah.
brought home a 23-year-old, you wouldn't think anything of it.
No.
23, 24 is like
I mean, I'm 26 now, and I'm like trying to think of the people I interact with that are like 20 plus. I wouldn't think too much of it. 18, I'm thinking.
18, 19, 20, 21, yes.
But like
but
23? I'm
23,
like,
24, 25, around mid.
Okay, what about 22
That's 9 years.
I think that's
I think-
okay.
and 21?
21 is like, ooh, it's a little.
Oh, okay.
like,
Hey, the
cusp.
formula works. 23.
I think 23 is like, okay. Because like I think about myself at 23 versus myself at 26. And I'm like, oh yeah, I was like adult enough. But like me at 18, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Well, to be honest, for me, just getting a girl is the difficult part. The age part doesn't really come to play.
Cheers.
Yes, yeah, cheers.
Well, it is good to be back in America.
to
I
that.
miss this. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say now. We went through all the topic.
Yeah, we talked about vaginal yeast, penises, the age of consent.
If you were a shapeshifter, what animal would you have?
I've seen some. Have you seen? Okay, this is to answer your question.
No, it was a joke.
Oh,
I think we should not answer that.
okay.
What were you gonna say?
Yeah, I don't want to know an animal you
If
want to
I were
fuck.
gonna shapeshift, I shapeshift into a horse and then go fuck a horse. Sorry, I was just making assumptions.
No.
I would shapeshift into a really cute Pomeranian.
I
And they get adopted by a really rich family.
not okay. So you don't okay. You understand why that was a little odd.
No?
It's because you have 2 Pomeranians, and if you shapeshifted as a Pomeranian right after the sex question, it's
Oh,
Yeah.
no, they're spayed and neutered.
Oh,
but I would not-
That,
so-
Okay,
that
so
makes it okay.
I don't know. I don't know if you're helping.
I'm not toast.
Okay, you don't want to have sex with a Pomeranian.
I don't want to have
You
sex.
just want to be
I
a
just want to be a
Pomeranian.
Pomeranian. I just want to know what it's like to be my dog and
Okay.
see what they go through.
That I understand.
Yes.
Completely. Now I want to know what animal you wanted to fuck.
I don't want to bang any animal.
Okay.
Or
But
an 18-year-old.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say like,
Mhm.
have you seen like duck penises? It's like
I think
really
the cork-
weird.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
the
yeah.
cork thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
What about the
if I was gonna shapeshift as an animal, I wouldn't be a duck, but it got me thinking about like the weird penises animals have. Elephant penises go down to their legs.
What is the
Whoa.
point of where are you?
That was the nature of her topic.
This is my fault. I take full responsibility.
Okay.
I had this thought. It's not related to animals, so don't worry.
Cool.
If men could be pregnant and women can be pregnant,
Oh man, the birth controls would be so much better.
It'd be so good.
So much better.
Yeah.
would you want you to be pregnant or your husband to be pregnant?
Husband. I don't want to go.
Husband.
I don't want to go through pregnancy. That
Really?
shit's scary.
I don't want to go through pregnancy.
And what if the guy's like, oh, well, I don't want to be pregnant.
Okay, guess
Okay,
we're just
not having
adopting.
kids.
Right as it stands, there's really no choice though.
Do you think it's a not necessarily a good thing, but well, it's not a good thing, but because women don't have a choice, they have to do it. But if being pregnant was a choice for men and women, I imagine that would be like a huge topic of conversation when you like start dating someone.
Yeah. So who wants to birth a child? You or
Yeah,
me?
Because you have to open with like, hey, do you want to have kids? Because that in itself is already a big question.
Yeah.
And then comes the point like, well, who's bearing the kid?
You should just dice roll for it.
Yeah.
Flip a coin.
Flip a coin.
Yeah.
Do you guys ask that when you date?
If the guy would will
No.
be pregnant,
Of course, the guy would say yes because
a
it's
guy
like,
would say
'cause-
anything.
Yeah.
Because like you know when you guys like you say when you're dating you ask do you want to have kids?
Yeah. I think that's super important. I think the older you get, the more important that is. So you're on the same page and you don't waste time.
Yeah, I think maybe in the 30s you start asking
Mm.
that.
for-
That makes sense.
I would
yeah.
even say late 20s or mid 20s, depending on how fast you want to have kids.
Yeah.
Some girls want it like sooner than later. Yeah, I think it's super important.
I have never had that conversation in the beginning of dating.
Um,
But I also
But you were
yeah,
also very young, so
Yeah.
it's like, yeah.
when I started dating 4 years, something like that.
And did you guys talk about it?
Like,
Not in the
still?
beginning. Oh no, we've talked about it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
What's the verdict?
I basically am like, I don't know. He's like, I want kids. I'm like, I might never have kids. He's like, okay.
I can see John as a fun dad.
That is what draws me to having kids. I'm like, oh, the idea of John being a dad would make me want
I
kids.
hear that a lot about from girls and like good relationships. They're always like, yeah, I wasn't sure about kids, but imagining my boyfriend or
Yeah.
whatever as a dad makes me want kids. And I'm like, that's really cute.
Yeah. He just seems like he'd be a good
Yeah,
dad, so
when
that
you-
I would be inclined. But,
Mhm.
oh, okay, maybe that's what I want. I don't know. Kids are something that I don't know that
I
I
didn't
want.
think about it now.
Exactly. I'm kind of like, I'll give myself 5 years and I'll actually think, okay.
Do you want kids, Lily?
No, but I'm the same way. I'm like, oh, Michael would be a really fun dad,
Mm.
right? I'm ambivalent.
Kids are a big commitment.
Yeah.
They cry.
Yes, they
I
cry.
do indeed.
They
I just
also
think it's like
poop.
your life just changes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you don't
completely.
really get to have a life, right?
Well, I don't know. I'm not a parent.
I would say it goes both ways. Like I think the parents that do have lives after kids, like they make it a really big priority and stuff. But I would argue also a lot of parents feel like they don't have lives. So I don't know. I think I have another hot take. I think we should all homeschool our children, but they should have like extracurriculars that are like books, like they have to go to them. You get your social from that, but you should learn at home.
You don't like public schools?
No. Well, it's all like it feels really like you're not learning a lot. You're just learning how to socialize. You're not actually learning. You're just learning how to be like part of that system to then go to college and like learn.
I think also the problem is a lot of parents work though.
Yeah.
And they need to put.
Oh yeah,
It's just like the whole feedback loop
Yeah.
is just fucked.
They don't have a choice.
Yep.
yeah. Like I guess school is kind of like daycare in some way.
It
Just
is.
drop them off and
Oh,
I
yeah,
know
that's where
it
they
is.
socialize. The teachers are like, aren't they like semi-guardians while the
Mhm.
kids are there or something?
Mm-hmm.
Or they are.
My biggest worry with kids would be just like, what if you raise a shitty one?
Well, at least you try your best, right?
No, because like you see some like real demon kids here and there, like brought up like with no good values or just jerks or bullies, and it's like, what do you do as a parent?
Your
best we
best.
can.
I think your future child will not be demonic.
Mine?
Yeah.
Just the spawn of Satan as your child.
I can't imagine.
Like, yeah.
I think mine would be like either try to imagine myself having a kid and wanting to be like, oh, I just want them to do their best, but also putting a lot of pressure on them. But if I'm too hands off, maybe they become like too free spirited and they don't have any like discipline in them.
I'm sure you'll find a balance. I think you will.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Can't wait till y'all have babies. So I
Are
can-
any of us gonna have
so
babies?
I can babysit.
Nah, I think a lot of front runners in our friend group.
I don't know what he said.
I was gonna say like we had a few front runners, but they all,
Mm.
yeah.
Really?
So now it's a race anyone could win.
This is true.
Yeah, and you can have kids anytime. Woo, babies. Yeah. Love babies.
I do think it's. Do you guys ever go on your like your high school like accounts, like
On
Yeah.
Facebook,
Oh, Facebook?
Instagram, anything?
Yeah, every now and then I do. What about you?
Sometimes, same every now and then. But yeah, everyone is married and has kids, and I'm like, oh, it is crazy to me that is kind of like I remember being in that too. Like when I was growing up, and I would see people around me, and my goal was like, oh yeah, I like want to be married and have kids. Like that, I didn't know there was anything else.
Me
outside of
too.
life. Yeah,
A lot of people grow up like that.
yeah.
Mm.
You,
You
don't
don't
know, if there's
know.
another option.
Yes. You just like it's not even something you're looking for. You just like genuinely did not know. And then yeah, I like streamed, I went to college, whatever. I moved and then I was like, oh my God, I don't have to do that.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
You
always
can
an
just
option.
live your life
Mm-hmm.
however you want to live it.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those people, I'm sure they're all happy as well because
Yeah.
it's kind of like
Yeah.
the life they know.
Yes.
We call them townies back in my townies.
What?
Townies.
Town. Okay.
Townies. Because
I've
like
never heard.
they're born in that town. They
Oh,
grow
yeah.
up in that
Oh,
town. They
grow
work
up
in that
in one town.
Yeah,
Mm.
townies.
Townies.
Yeah. We had a lot of people like that in my city. It was Kingston, Ontario, and they were most famous for having the most prison
Oh,
in their city.
okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There was a lot of townies there, and it's kind of the same thing where they grow up there, they go to the same high school their parents went to, and work the same jobs their parents do, and it's different for everyone. But when I look at their pictures and they have kids, they all seem very happy.
Aww.
Yeah.
I think there's like beauty in that.
Oh yeah, I'm just really glad that I was able to experience something else to know what I want.
Yeah,
because
you have the
not
choice.
everyone gets that. Yeah,
I agree. With
I think
you.
having options and choices is definitely a privilege. So I'm just like glad I was like I look back at it, I'm like, holy shit, that would have been me. Like that would have been my life, and I don't know if I would have been happy. But I had the option. Now I'm here. Now I can have kids in 5 years and be happy.
All right, wrapping up here, we have just our Halloween shoot is coming out. Yes, we can all look forward to that. It released by the time this podcast comes out, right? You guys worked very hard on it. Both of you
Yeah.
were kind of like the most overworked members.
Yeah.
Huh?
Those were the longest shoot
That
days
was
of my
so
life.
long.
It was like I was like scheduled from like 7 to 7.
It was
7
12
p.m. to like
hours.
7 a.m.
Yeah, it was crazy.
And it's like we have to film at night because it's a Halloween
I was so tired.
Halloween fucking film. So it's just that fucked my sleep schedule. But like I had so much fun. Like I just had so much fun. I think it was my
was fun.
favorite like OTV memory to do or like to make. It also inspired me to get better at acting.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh dear God.
We should take improv. It's really fun.
I'm down.
I'm telling you, improv is so fun.
I'm done. Yeah, it also just like watching Lily act. I was like, damn.
No,
She's a good actress.
no. I saw my clips.
I think you're really
No.
good. I actually think you're really
hope
good.
it's not too cringe. That's all I'll say.
I am also hoping that it is not too cringe, but I have seen a couple of my lines and I'm like, oh dear God. But I'm hoping that Broden can just like do
work
some
his
movie magic.
When you guys filmed your line, do you look at it after, or did you just see your lines in the final cut?
Final cut. See, like I wish that I could have seen it
Seen it?
so that I can be like, oh, I know exactly what I'm doing wrong, but I don't know what I'm doing wrong until I see it. So
Well, that's
yeah,
like the director telling you, like, that's why he's telling you what to move or change and stuff. But it is hard not seeing it after because we're so used to that.
Yeah. Yep.
You just gotta commit. I think that's the number one thing. And even if it's embarrassing, even if it's cringe, just commit. Just do it.
I
At
definitely.
least you tried.
Yeah. I mean,
right?
this is the first time any one of you have tried like acting.
Yeah,
So
I definitely committed.
No, man, I acted my heart out in that Mr. Beast video.
John acted his heart out.
John
too. That was
acted his heart
crazy.
out. Yeah.
So yeah, that comes out this week. Hope you
It
guys
already did.
all watch it, and it is the most ambitious OTV video ever.
Broden's dying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Broden's been working
He's
nonstop. All of our
dying.
editors, our staff has been trying to get this out. So hope it was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you guys have anything else coming up? I'm going to BlizzCon next week. You guys are welcome to join.
Where is that?
Anaheim.
Oh.
So we can take a detour to Disneyland.
Disney's crowded now. You need to buy all those fast passes.
Yeah, it's like
To
$20
enjoy it.
per ride.
Like, what is the joy?
You get to go on the rides for money. That's how Disneyland works. If no one's ever been to Disneyland, everything's great if you have money. But if you don't, you just wait 5 hours for two
I don't-
rides.
I
That
know, and
sounds
it's so
terrible.
Like, it's terrible.
It actually goes against the Disney spirit, but that's what they sell you on. Yeah.
Ugh.
Mickey Mouse is a stingy bastard.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
So what do you guys got anything coming up?
I'm going to Hawaii.
Ooh, fun.
Yep, Hawaii.
I
That's
got
my goal.
nothing.
That's it.
That's it. Just go
That's
to
it.
Hawaii.
Just
You know
go to
what?
Hawaii.
That sounds fun. Can we come?
It's a 2-person thing. I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
don't think it's.
That's fair. I'm glad you felt comfortable like putting up your boundaries.
Let's go to
about
Hawaii.
Well,
Simultaneously, but like
separately
just
from
like
them.
separately, but like happens to be on the same weekend.
Wait, which part of Hawaii?
Maui.
Maui.
We're staying with his parents.
Okay.
There's not enough room.
It's not okay. Well, if we're there, can we meet his parents then?
Yeah, you could meet his parents. Yeah, they're very nice people.
Cool.
I am craving a tropical vacation, but I do stay far, far away from Hawaii because I don't have family there. So maybe we could go to like the Bahamas.
Maldive.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like a 28-hour flight or something.
Holy.
So
To
crazy.
the Maldives?
Yeah.
Oh, what freaks me out are those like tropical islands in the middle of nowhere, like the vast ocean. Like at least with Hawaii, Hawaii is kind of like away from landmass, right?
It is.
Like you're just in the middle of an island surrounded by giant ocean. Like, what happens if there's an emergency?
You would just walk back to like the bigger island.
But like, for example, the Maldives. I don't know where that is, but it sounds like.
I don't think it's like that
I'll show you a little map.
far off from.
Because I'm pretty sure it's like this. Like, okay, boom, you know? Like, there's always a bigger, massive land, but you're like in a little villa.
Yeah, you're in a
that's
tiny.
boom, you know? Like, here's the massive land, and then you go to the.
Yeah.
You just.
So do you have anything coming up, Jodi?
I don't think I do. I'm blinking.
Are you chilling these days, or do you have?
Oh, dear God, no. I think I'm just surviving.
I feel like that is a very common state you're in, of like obligations, and then you recharge for one day, but here's more obligations.
That's
and
my life.
yeah.
Yeah, I really had the realization that I'm just going to start saying no to everything, even though I know that I should to like prepare for my future. But I'm so unhappy in the now that what I'm even working for, I have to do something. So I'm changing my life.
You're unhappy in the now?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
That's all right, because I'm on the up and up.
Ever since you started saying no to things.
I'm changing my life around.
My life changed when I stopped playing Valorant 12 hours a day. I will admit that has made a positive impact on my life.
And you also stopped playing Valorant.
Yeah. That's because I was like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah. What do you want to do with your life?
Make a really great skincare.
I can see that. Give me free samples when you do, please.
Okay.
Have you started that process?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's
I would say
cool.
that's the one thing that like I am loving and super excited about and brings me so much fulfillment. And then there's a lot of other stuff.
Uh-huh. But you can't talk too much about it.
No.
Because if you do, that means you would get that dopamine.
You're
That's
right.
true.
I'm not making
tell us.
nothing.
Don't tell us anything.
tell us
Don't tell us anything.
We are very excited
Yeah.
to hear more about it once it's ready
Yes.
and not a second earlier.
Yes.
Give me a couple years.
All right, that's going to do it for the Offlinetv podcast. Thank you all so much for watching. I missed all of you. Thank you, Lily and Jodi, for joining me today. We'll be back next week. Actually, I don't know if we even release these weekly. We'll be back next time with more great Offlinetv stories and conversations and just general good vibes.
One day I want a podcast where the topic of sex doesn't come up.
That's never going to happen if I'm on it.
I know, and it's crazy.
Go join in someone else's podcast. Thank you. See you guys next time.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.